tilt down, do sort of like a backflip and go around, close to the ground, boom, boom, boom. And that was really close. I'm honestly surprised I didn't die there. What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to fly in ARMA 3 like a pro and not suck. So, to start off the video, we're going to kill this bunny, because why the fuck not? Anyways, so first thing you want to do, you want to get yourself a Pawnee in the editor. You want to go and hop in. I don't recommend doing it with bigger helicopters because obviously they are harder to fly, being bigger. Engines aren't as powerful, the power to rate ratio, yada yada yada. Not going to go into that. But anyways, when you get in, you want to hold shift, or just click shift actually. You don't want to hold it, because you'll go off the ground if you hold it. Hold shift, and then you want to use your scroll wheel and click auto hover on. What auto hover does, I'll give you an example. If I take off here, I'm leaning forward, and it automatically balances me out so that I don't crash, you know. So I'm leaning back, leaning forward, going sideways. It automatically balances me out no matter what I do. So it's very limited control, but it's for taking off vertically and landing vertically. So anyways, now that you got the rotors on, you got auto hover on, you want to hold down shift, and it's going to be an easy ascent. You're not going to be worried about crashing or anything like that, because auto hover is here to save you. So once you get to about 75 meters to 100, depending, you want to go ahead and switch auto hover off. So now, as you can see, auto hover is off, and I'm still sitting in the air, nothing's going on. So now, click E next to W, do a full 360, and then do the same with Q, just so you can get used to that. So Q and E is to yaw like this. I think it's called yawing, I might be wrong. So after that, now you want to turn back auto hover on, and you just want to hold Z. Now after you get to about 20 meters, actually probably around 30, let go of Z, and then click it again, let go, click it, let go, click it, let go, click it, let go, and land slowly. You don't want to do this. I'm probably going to end up killing myself giving you a demonstration, but that's fine. You don't want to do this. And then at the last second, just click shift. Because as you can see, that was a hard landing. I'm actually surprised I didn't damage anything. So you definitely, after around 20 to 30 meters, start tapping it instead of holding it straight down, because you will end up crashing and damaging your vehicle. So after you got those basics down, after you can do this and this, take off and landing, vertical, now you want to land again, turn auto hover off, and see if you can make a landing without auto hover on. Don't pitch forward or anything, just see if you can make a landing, or make a takeoff, sorry about that, without auto hover. And then the same landing. Right now auto hover is not on, keeping myself stable. And 20 meters, let go. If need be, you can click shift at the last minute just so you don't hit the ground too hard. And yeah, so after you get that down, now what you're going to try to do, you're going to try to take off while pitching forward. So what you're going to want to do, like this, and slowly pitch forward. Don't do this, that will kill you. Slowly pitch forward and just fly forward for a minute while holding shift. Right now I'm still holding it. And if you notice you're going too close to the ground, pull up and sort of level yourself out like auto hover. Right now we're pretty much level and we're still moving forward. So you don't necessarily always have to pitch forward to move. Because right now, for example, I'm not pitched forward at all and I'm still moving. So you don't have to be like this to move. You can do it like this and you'll be just fine. Because that's always a problem when I first started flying. I'd always pitch too much forward and not know when to pull up and what to do in that circumstance. So after you can just do that, let's say I want to turn over here. So I go over here, and I click W, I go sideways, and I just tap S. I don't recommend holding it, because in bigger helicopters, as you saw, I just lost a lot of airspeed there. I'll do that again. If you hold S to pitch around, yes, it is a little bit faster, but you do lose a lot of airspeed, and if you're in a bigger helicopter, that can be your death. Because the engines on those, the power to weight ratio isn't the same as this, so when you lose airspeed, it's a lot harder to gain it back, and you'll end up just falling out of the sky and crashing into the fucking ground like a rock falling from a cliff. So, Instead of doing that, what you want to do, you want to pitch and tap it. Right now, I'm tapping it. Tap, 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 tap. As you can see, I lost almost no airspeed. I was a little close to the ground. I recommend getting a little bit more altitude to do that, but this is just an example. And then do the same thing on the other side. Do that a few times until you feel comfortable with it. I recommend trying out holding S just so you know the difference for yourself. If you hold S, you'll notice a difference and you probably will crash. Like that. If I wasn't holding S, no, that wouldn't have happened. I almost crashed there. So I don't recommend just holding it. I recommend doing it slowly. And obviously you can do sort of stuff like this with Q and E. This is more for precise targeting. Let's say there's a target on the ground. I can sort of just barely move it to the right or left just so I can get a good target. Q and E is more for the landings, so if I balance myself out here, as you can see, it's more for landings, not really for using it in battle while you're moving. So after you can do that, now I want you to try a few barrel rolls. Just do a barrel roll and see if you can straighten yourself out without tipping forward or tipping too back or landing like this or like that. Just do a straight barrel roll and balance yourself out at the end. So like this. I am a bit close to the ground, so I might end up crashing here. Oh, okay. Alright. Also, if you get too close to the ground, don't be scared to just hold down shift, and it's not the end of the world. And yeah, so after you can do that, now I want you to try some awkward maneuvers like this. So I'm going to get a little bit of airspeed. So let's say there's a guy behind me. You tilt down, do sort of like a backflip and go around, close to the ground, boom, boom, boom. And that was really close. I'm honestly surprised I didn't die there. You saw how close I was. I'll be honest, that was not skill, that was all luck. I mean, even good pilots can crash sometimes, so don't be discouraged if you crash or you're bad at piloting. It takes time. I mean, all of us have to learn somewhere, and ARMA is such a better game once you really know how to fly and really know the basics of it. So after you can do all of that, now, I want you to try to land again. But this time, move a little bit. Don't just straighten yourself out. Move a little bit. So like this. Get close to the ground. So let's say the helipad is over here. You're playing like an RP server and you have to land on the helipad, or like you're on a base. Try to move around without auto hover. Keep that in mind. As you can see, once you straighten yourself out, you start losing a lot of speed. So just slowly ease it in. As you can see, you can use Q and E to your advantage and land. Now, I'm going to start talking about a tactical side of things. I'm going to go ahead and take off. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and land right here. I'll give you an example before I tell you how to do it. So this is what I'm talking about. When you land moving. So instead of just pitching up and landing straight down vertical, you actually land moving. So it's a harder target to hit. So as you can see, boom, all the people get out, whatever you got to do, and take back off. But I'm not actually going to take off because I'm going to give you an example of this. So for instance, let's say there's a sniper on that tower. That's a little far away. But let's just say he's a pro shot and can land a 700-meter shot headshot. So he's on that hill right there, and you know he is. Would you rather take off like this? Boom, I'm dead. Helicopter crashes. Your whole squad dies because you're dead. Or would you rather take off like this? You pitch forward, harder target to hit. He's not that much of a pro. He's not going to hit you. Same thing goes with landing. So let's say there's an enemy over on there, or no, in that control tower. Would you rather land like this, going straight down? Control tower is within sight. He can obviously see you here. Slowly landing, nice and easy. Boom, you're dead. Or would you want to land like this? If I get a little bit more altitude, straighten yourself out, and slowly tap Z. Don't hold it down, just tap it until you wean to your objective. So let's say I want to land near that hangar. Slowly going to tap it, slowly going to tap it, and touchdown. Which one's better? Landing straight up and down, or landing moving forward so you're a harder target to hit? You tell me. So we'll try this again, but we'll do it a little faster. And that's also a good thing for Q and E, as you can see here. I took off and I just pitched to the left like this. It's a good way to get ground targets. do like little donuts around them, like, I don't know, something like that. I don't really know. So anyways, we'll try that again. We'll do it a little faster, because that was pretty slow. You still probably would have gotten sniped out either way. So we'll do a little faster. I'll do like a tactical landing for you guys. Let's say I want to land over by that concrete. Straight to the ground. Go low, go low. And we landed. Yes, we did slide a little bit, but landing 30 meters from an objective is a lot better than landing vertical directly on top of it. It's not going to kill anything. So now after you can do all of that, that's some pretty advanced stuff. I don't expect you to be able to do that within the first day of flying, I'll be honest. That's going to take some time to learn how to do that. But after you do learn that, I want you to fly really low to stuff like this. This, for example. Go super low to the ground. As low as you possibly can. Just remember, this is all just so you can get the hang of the flight. If you can fly 10 meters above the ground, you can fly 100 meters above the ground. So like this, do a little bit of maneuvering. Can I make this? I'm not even going to try it. I was going to try to go under the hangar. You know, I think I'm going to do that to end the video. This is pretty much the end of the video. I'm going to end this off with me going under, not that hangar. I'm going to be worried if I can actually do it. I think I can land in there, but I actually want to carry some speed through it. Well, we'll try it out. There is a hill on the end of it, which I'm kind of worried about. Okay. Okay, alright. Well, I landed it, but the blades got caught in the hangar, and I exploded. If you guys liked the video and I taught you something, like, rate, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more ARMA videos. Peace out, guys.